Peace. 16 on deck.
Open your eyes to the endless possibilities of creating from your centerpiece. Experience your visions brought into reality and watch your dreams unfold naturally. If pictures are worth 1,000 words, let's create a story that's a masterpiece. Caso Visions. Capture your visions.
Greetings, everyone. Greetings, it's Professor Griff right here on Sirius MIndz. Alright. And we're in the building here. What's today, man? Monday? It's a nice, fresh Monday evening. Alright. Shout out to everybody, Sirius MIndz family. Peace to everyone. Peace, Hotep, Shalom, Assalamu Alaikum, Barigani, free the land. Some people just say good evening. Whatever greeting that you go by, I want to greet you wherever you are. And I hope the greeting meets you where you are, because in the words of Miss Soleil, I cannot leave you how I found you. I have to leave you better than how I found you. So greetings to everyone. Alright. Today's subject, we're going to be talking about reparations. I know we touched on it before when we talked about Juneteenth, because the hearing for reparation was done on June 19th, which is the same day as Juneteenth. So it was befitting that we touch on that. So now we get a chance to get deeper into the reparations hearing, the reparations movement, hashtag ADOS, and all of those things that come along with it. So peace to the Sirius MIndz family. Shout out to everyone. Quan, Tony, my man Hassan Burton, my man Johnny Taylor. Alright, Block Boy, of course. Queen Scott. Everybody that's in the building. Everybody that faithfully comes on here every single night, every other night, whenever you come on. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Truly appreciate it. To everyone that's giving donations, past, present, and hopefully in the future, thank y'all very much. Really appreciate that. Alright, y'all should all know that the Cash App is $ Professor Griff. And of course, you know you can give donations on PayPal. www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. And of course, on my website, www.professorgriff.me. Top right hand corner, it says donate. Click the donate button. Do what you can do. I really appreciate that. Alright, thank you very much. Alright, as y'all know, Wednesday nights, As always, this is Mic Check 1212. Mic Check 1212. Send in your submissions. Go to the website. Check it out. How you send your submissions in. And make it happen. This is every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. Alright? This Wednesday we're going to have a special guest. My man D-Boy is going to be in the building, in the studio, right here with us, sitting right across the table from me, listening to some of these songs that y'all send in. So tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your friends that we on deck here on Wednesday night at the Mic Check 1212. Alright? You can go to watch this right here on YouTube. www.youtube.com/the-letter-C/Sirius MIndz RNTV. Alright, it's a panel of music industry judges that's going to be on deck this week. Alright, to listen to your songs, critique them, give you the feedback. That's Mic Check 1212 this Wednesday night. And starting next Tuesday, alright, we got the Sirius MIndz Sister Circle. Alright, the Sirius MIndz Sister Circle. Alright, I'm going to do some meditating tonight. And I'm going to come up with this clever kind of logo for the Sister Circle so we can get a flyer, put the information out there. Hopefully develop a commercial. Alright. So the prelims to the Sister Circle. Alright. Going live this Thursday with Soleil. Alright. Live. This Thursday at Greenbrier Mall at Madhu Bookstore with Soleil. She's going to be doing Nourishing the Goddess and I think Embodying the Goddess. Alright. This Thursday. So we might be coming on a little bit earlier because the lecture is at 6. Alright, so if you miss it, alright, if we can snatch it and rebroadcast it at 9, we will. Depending upon where we at, how we moving. Alright. Alright, cool. Alice Little, peace. How you feel? You good? Alright. Block Boy, what's popping off, man? IH. Lecter. Alright, so listen. So, tell everybody that we're on Wednesday nights. And the new thing is starting on next Tuesday, alright, with the Sirius MIndz Sister Circles. Women heading the discussion, women subjects surrounded, dealing with women's issues, all the issues surrounded by women and facilitated by the sisters. Headed by none other than 16. So I'm just throwing it in your court. Tuesday, I'll probably be in the studio finishing this Soleil album. And Thursday, I'm definitely going to be in the studio finishing this Professor Griff album. Alright? Alright, so that's Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So it's Tuesday and Thursday, the Sirius MIndz Sister Circle. Wednesday, Mic Check 1212. Alright? Shout out to 16 for doing this moderating, doing a wonderful, beautiful job. And of course, my man Shane Shakur. Alright, Shane Shakur on the controls behind the scenes, man. They starting calling you the Whisperer. Where's the dude that whispers? Alright. What was the dude's name on the Bronx Tale? Was this Jimmy Fingers? Jimmy Whispers? Come on, man. Has anybody Janelle showing up with a buck? Damn, I'm just saying. She's like, look, I ain't got no food stamps or nothing. I done tipped over the piggy bank. Here's $1, Professor Griff. Shout out. Let's give that sister a round of applause. $1 damn dollar. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. We're going to put it to some good use. Alright? Okay. I'm going to have to buy a box of tissues with that $1 to give to Shane after this conversation we about to have tonight. We're about to talk about reparations. Alright? Not from the normal perspective, but we're going to talk about it. Alright? Thank you, 16, for giving that sister a round of applause. Sometimes that's all people got. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, in the meantime, between time, shout out to my granddaughter. I call her BedX. Her name is LaJoy. Alright? And she graduated from the 6th grade. She sent some grown up pictures. I'm like, alright, I see what you're saying. Dang. Shout out to BedX. We're going to dedicate the show to BedX and all the little people that graduated from the 6th grade this year. Now, what grade you graduated from? You out of school? You graduated from high school here? Oh, in the islands. Oh, okay. Alright. 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 So, as y'all see, I've been trying to crank this up for a minute now. I don't even know where to put it. Oh, that's working now? I'm going to just put it right here. so we're talking about reparations. All right, I need you to click on your reparations mindset. Hopefully, y'all have done some studying. Hopefully, 16 said peace. I'm sure you see that on your screen, right? Yeah, he ain't paying attention. All right, Shane whispering. All right, so yeah, so I've done some studying over the years, and then when the hashtag ADOS came back up, and then I started hearing murmurs and rumors about a hearing that's coming up, that was slated for June. I said, okay, let me not jump the gun. Let me not do any shows. Let me figure out what these people are talking about in reference to reparations, and then maybe I can add my 3 cents in. And of course, we brought up Randall Robinson's book. You have Randall Robinson's book, The Debt. So what I started doing, I started going back to all the conversations that I had prior to the conversation coming up, prior to the ADOS. And I just said to myself, okay, I don't want to be part of the people that's regurgitating the same themes of reparations. So I just said to myself, I'm going to take it nice and slow and kind of wrap my brain around it. All right, and hopefully the Sister Circle next week can sum up the conversation, which I think is a beautiful thing if we can make that happen. All right. Need to know what's good with you. All right. So just from the rip, from the outstart, we had partly talked about this kind of situation before in reference to reparations. So I want to dive into it. All right. I want to start it off by laying a foundation. What is the definition of reparations? Can we do that first? Can we do that first? Let's do that first. What is reparations? But Randall Robinson in his book talked about the debt. All right. So we're going to knock down the fundamental working definition of what reparations is. Then we're going to talk about Randall Robinson's book. Then we're going to get into should America pay, slavery, and the raging debate on reparations. And then in between those things, we're going to talk about, and we're going to listen to some of the people and their take on reparations, if we can do that. All right. Let me see. All right. I think we should start. All right. Fundamental working definition. All right. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about Mitch McConnell. Our House Representative, I think that nobody should pay for something that happened had nothing to do with slavery. Wow. See, this is truly the chickens coming home to roost, because we're seeing these people now. All right. The same people that you send your children to be educated. The same people that you give your energy tirelessly to, all right, on the plantation. The same people, all right, that your daughters and sons want to grow up to be like. The same people, all right, the same people that miseducate your children. The same people that have over 2 million black people in prison. The same people that have raped and robbed and pillaged and murdered every indigenous people on the planet everywhere they went. All right? These are the same people now. All right? The same people for over the last at least 500 years in this part of the world has been murdering, killing, raping, robbing, and incarcerating black people. These are the same people. All right? Okay. So now we have to keep in mind who we're talking about when we're talking about this whole idea of reparations. Do not come on the platform tonight deflecting. Do not come on the program tonight redirecting the energy to someplace else. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're talking about reparations for black people in America, we're going to talk about the black African diaspora in a minute, but we're talking about black people in America, all right, who were enslaved, all right. Whether some of y'all think the slave trade happened or not, then we're not talking to you. So we're going to end that conversation and that debate right here, right now. If you one of them type of people, then you don't need to be on here listening to this. This is for everybody else. All right, we'll talk to y'all sometime later on in the week. All right? But for those of us that have actually studied this, put it under the microscope, debated about it, argued about it, talked about it, wrung it out, all right, and have begun to join organizations and begin to formulate ideas on how America and all of the corporations, all right, and their subsidiaries and their cohorts around the globe had to pay black people back for the damage that was done to us in America and throughout the black African diaspora. All right? If you're on this broadcast tonight and you haven't studied, can you put Randall Robinson's book back up? If you haven't studied Randall Robinson's book, The Debt, then this conversation may be a little bit above your pay grade. Because I want you to bring facts and receipts to the table. Nothing else. All right? If you haven't read Should America Pay? Slavery and the Raging Debate on Reparations. All right? Randall Robinson's book, Why America Owes, What America Owes to Blacks. All right? We might have to study a little bit deeper, study a little bit harder. Right? And we have to be able to bring to the table some aspects of what others of us that maybe are kind of older may not be able to stomach. Some of us, some aspects of us that are younger may not understand because just haven't studied enough, haven't been on the planet enough, haven't made these rotations around the sun enough to understand the deeper dynamic on what's going on in reference to slavery and black people being owed. All right. Now, we're looking up the word reparations, the making of amends for a wrong which has been done by paying money to otherwise helping those who have been wrong. Can people right now, as we speak right now, give me a basic third grade example of how reparations should be paid back to black people? All right? I'd have to disagree with you, Quan Scott, but I understand what you're saying. You said at minimum, I hear you, but I have to disagree with you. Humbly, lovingly disagreeing with you. I got the same shirt. Damn, bro. Where you shop at? Bro said he sent me a message. Said I got the same shirt. I'm sorry, man. I will never shop at Walmart again. All right. So if reparations means the making of amends for a wrong one has done by paying money to or otherwise helping those who have been wronged, all right? Have we, as black people, in part or in whole, have been wrong? Quan Scott, no. Quan S. I'm sorry, it's not true. Show me the numbers, and I'll show you otherwise. Come on now. I know you said minimum. I got you. At minimum. And I'm saying that it's incorrect. Show me the numbers. When we finish this the definition of what reparation is, Quan, you may start to change your mind. Because when you have these terms defined by the same people that have committed the crime, then I think that's a problem. That's like you catching a crook and you bring him into court and you let him decide his own sentence. You let him define the crime that he did and then you let him sentence himself. No. I'm saying to y'all, when the definition talk about amends, restitution, redress, compensation, recompense, repayment, atonement, please listen, Quan. Take all those things into consideration before you spew the numbers. Alright? Take all those things into consideration. Let's just not talk about a dollar amount right now. Alright? Let's just not talk about a dollar amount right now. So we're going to press the pause button, Quan. How about the damage that was done on that side of the water to our people? Let's talk about that first. See, Quan, hold on. Now you adding land. Hold on, Quan. See, the intonation of my voice is making you think now? Because we're not going to only talk about the land. We're going to talk about some other things. That $5 trillion is nothing. Hold on. Let's talk about the damage that was done on that side. How many lives were lost? Come on, talk to me. Reparations, the making of amends for a wrong. What is the wrong? If these people have committed wholesale murder of our people on that side before we even got here. Our people were here also, but we just talking over there. Quan, I got you. And I'm answering a question. I'm saying, what was the murder rate there? Help me out. What was the murder and how do you pay for the murder of our people there? How many are you talking? An estimated figure. Did we lose 100, 300 million in the Middle Passage? Coming from Africa to America in the holds of ships. Okay, hold on, Quan. That's just murder. How about the theft of all the natural resources? All right? That's murder. That's thievery. I'm not done. How about the rape? How about the rape of our people? Come on. How do you put a price on that? 16, I need you to take a couple of notes because maybe you got to pick this conversation up next Tuesday because I don't care what the statute of limitation is. When a woman is raped, that's trauma and it's passed on to generations. Am I right or wrong? How much do you pay for the trauma, for the generational trauma? What kind of number do you put on that? Murder, theft, kidnapping, rape, the theft of African consciousness. We didn't even get the black bodies being rounded up, put in prison, put in the holds of ships, then brought over to America. We ain't even talked about the companies that benefited from it yet. All right? I know. Take a deep breath, everybody. Damn, that was bold. I like that. Cat Bogey BX, straight up, he said, I want my original name back. When they took your name, language, they took your whole entire language, your God, your religion, your mind. Did not Khalid Muhammad says, once we were brought here, we were robbed of our names. robbed of our language. We lost our religion, our culture, our God, and many of us, by the way we act, we even lost our minds. Come on, man. Oh, that's Carrie A? Okay. Can we get the damn name back, at least? How about the theft of African consciousness? Can't get that back? No? How about them burning the libraries? How about just the amount of people that they've murdered there and here? And the amount of people we lost on the way here? And some of the people that they took back to sell. How many people of them died? Then we're going to add in our country cousins, the Native Americans, who are us. We're going to add that in too. We ain't even down there yet, Hassan Burden. You ain't going to worry about that. We ain't even talking about America yet. We just landing on the ships, on the shore rather. All right? Then the people that were already here. All right? The indigenous people who are African. The indigenous people who are Moors. The indigenous people that were here already. All right? Still our people. Right? How about destroying them? How about killing off the Native American tribes? Wait a minute. Now, are y'all adding this up? No, you're not adding it up. Y'all not adding it up. I'm just saying. There's no dollar amount, man. So I understand what you're saying, Quan. But at minimum, at best, at minimum, pardon me. Hold on. All right. Only way to justify the United States government is by showing actual facts, numbers. Yeah, and we have that. This conversation is not the first time it's happening, Quan. I'm not sure of your age, but I'm saying this conversation had happened before, and all that was tallied up. But what the United States government is doing right now is that generation that's coming behind me, all right, is having y'all go over the same conversation that was had before. All right? Hold on. I need y'all to help me out with a little homework. Hold up. Hold on. I'm going to play some clips for y'all so y'all can get an idea. Of the opposition that I know and the mindset that I know. Woo! I remember I was in the audience, man. When Minister Farrakhan delivered a speech, and I think it was called Add It Up. And he's talking about reparations. And he listed a whole slew of things that America has to pay for. All right? Do you know when we say 40 acres in a mule that the United States government had designated land for black people when they quote unquote set us free with the Emancipation Proclamation, gave us the land and took it back? So land, how much is the land worth now? Look up, Google Minister Farrakhan, Add It Up. Talking about reparations. Hold on. I'm going to play a couple of clips for y'all. I don't want to scare nobody off. I don't want to get the channel shut down because they're good for that. You understand what I'm saying? You talk too much truth, they'll scramble the signal. All right. Yeah, approximately 8 to 10 years ago, this conversation was had, and even longer than that. All right, go back and do the research. See, this is what I want to ask the generation that's coming up behind me, and we keep tagging this hashtag ADOS, Africans of African descendants, American descendants of slaves. We got to do the research first, because we had this conversation already. Don't go back and try to reinvent the wheel. We had it already. All right. All right. We don't have a lot of time, but let's dive into the mindset of the Negro-ness. Can we do that? If you don't know what Negro-ness is, look, go find out, go Google it, go do whatever. All right. We are going to talk about this character, John Miller. Have you ever heard of this Negro? Have you ever heard of this bootlicking, handkerchief head Uncle Tom? All right. Have you ever heard of John Coon Miller? Okay. Let's see if we can pull up John Coon Miller.
What a stupid idea.
You know he's starting off all wrong. Hold up. Let me pull up John Miller on the computer. Hold on. Look up John Miller on YouTube. Yeah. John Miller, the slavery reparations argument. See, can't y'all see the game plan and how it works out? And they do the same thing every single time, over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. Is this buffering? I think it is, because it's not going nowhere. What? Who's that? No, it's Jon. Black guy. Oh my God. Did y'all find John Miller? This is buffering like crazy. Let's see. We get some progress going on. I'm waiting for it to stop buffering, man.
And also free Wi-Fi. Maybe you should try Tabasco next time.
What a stupid idea. What a stupid idea. I cannot believe that this is actually in the news cycle. Reparations. Reparations. Oh, please, can I have some free money? People who were never slave owners are supposed to give me, who was never a slave, money. Reparations to black people just for being black. And you know what? I'm sure most black...
All right. This is the first thing. I'm not sure if y'all heard what he said. So reparations for black people for just being black. All right. I got a very important question that I need to ask right here at this point. Have any other people ever received reparations for just being who they are? I need a real answer to that. Help me out. Can you help me out with that? I'm just asking a question. I'm facilitating a conversation.
Japanese, Native Americans.
Thank you. At least 5 people off the rip, off the dome, I'm sure y'all can mention. Right? I'm just talking about people that we kind of have discussion about. Jews, Native Americans, you said. Japanese were put in internment camps. What else? Native Americans. All right. There's people that have been hurt on jobs as far as groups are concerned that have received justice and reparations in some kind of way. All right. For damages being done. All right. Native Americans been given land and all kind of grants and tax this, and they found a way. All right. So this Negro, John Miller, says reparations is stupidity. That we expect the United States government to give us money just for being black. Wow.
Reparations.
All right. Once again.
What a stupid idea. I cannot believe that this is actually in the news cycle. Reparations. Reparations. Oh, please, can I have some free money? People who were never slave owners are supposed to give me, who was never a slave, money. Reparations to black people just for being black. And you know what? I'm sure most black folks are going to spend their free money on books and education, right? And bills and investments, right? Right? No. Strippers and drugs, baby.
So this black guy now is, all right, on YouTube saying that if we did get reparations, we would spend it on strippers and drugs. Even if, I'm just being real with y'all. Even if that was true, why would you go on YouTube and say that? Why would you even say that? Now, the question now to John Coon Miller is this. Have you ever set up the class to teach young people a financial literacy class? Have you ever set that up, Mr. John Coon Miller? Nope, you haven't. You never taught young people, black young people, how to invest their money, how to spend their money, how to save their money, any of these things. Have you ever helped any young black people anywhere? You see, we could get on YouTube and talk like that and demean our people and come against our people, all right, and say these kind of things and prop up racism, white supremacy, as though racism, white supremacy is going to give him a pass. It's not going to happen. All right?
That is where that money going to go to. Strippers and drugs. Maybe a new flat screen for the bando. 1738. Hey. I mean, you're going to be giving black people free money to screw up their lives more. No, that is...
Okay. Free money. He keeps mentioning this over and over and over. I think we need to get him to read Amos Wilson's book, The Falsification of African Consciousness, because something happened to dude. All right. See, it's these kind of Negroes that can't speak for black people. All right. We got to neutralize these kind of dudes and just, look, man, sit down and be quiet. We got this one. You understand what I'm saying? All right. We know well enough not to get whatever money it is that people think that black people are going to get from the United States government and put it in Tay-Tay's hands. We already know what Tay-Tay gonna do with that. We already know what Man gonna do. We already know where Twan is taking that. So I understand what John is saying to that degree. All right? I understand, and we do understand that particular mindset. But you see, the nigger has to die before the nigger gets any kind of reparations. I know you're saying, damn, Griff, that's kind of harsh. No, that's real. That's real. That's real. Thank you. I spoke on this a long time ago. So now, but we got these new Negroes in town. And now the hashtag ADOS popped up with information. They had the hearing last week, and other things are happening, and it's like no one wants to go back to the previous conversation we had about this already, so we can say, okay, we already took notes on this. Where are those notes at? My sister had passed away, right, when she was 18 going on 19. She died in a hospital. The hospital was held responsible for my sister's death. All right? My sister died on a delivery table at the hospital. You know how many babies are born every day, no problem? But my sister had complications, passed away. They found out that the hospital was responsible for my sister's death. The hospital had to pay out millions of dollars to a now child that have grown up since her mom passed away, right? The court was basically like, we can't give that money to her. She don't know what to do with it. She too young. You see where I'm going with this? So the money had to be put away until she was old enough to get the money to kind of finish and complete her life and live her life. You understand what I'm saying? If they kidnapped you, knocked you upside the head, took all your resources, took your money, rendered you unconscious, and then brainwashed you, all right? And then you had children's children. I'm talking about 400 and some odd years later, all right? And then now your children looking back through the history book of your life. And once upon a time, you was a king in Africa. You owned land riches and elephants and lions, and you just had the world at your fingertips. What happened to all that wealth? Somebody else owns that wealth right now. So now that the children are waking up and they're going back to get the wealth, this is actually what's happening right now as we speak in South Africa. Go Google it. There are organizations right now in Africa that have put together legislation to sit down with the people in the government to let the people know, look, we're giving these people a certain date and we're coming to take our land back. The land that they took from our fathers. Tell me I'm lying. So no, you're going to have to pay the money back. You're going to have to pay the money back. When I say pay the money back, let's total up. Or matter of fact, we're not even, bruh, y'all jumping the gun. We ain't even talking about Wall Street yet. We're not talking about all the land that they've taken from black people. We're not even in America yet. We're talking about the trillions of dollars of what they just took out of the Congo to make rubber, to make cell phones, diamonds, gold, precious minerals. You know how many lives were lost? Let's get back to John. Let me have this right. This chord, the chord came out right. I think it's right here. Yeah, thank you. Let me see. I'm trying to plug it back up again. Give me some juice, because it ain't coming on. Hold on.
Not what we need. In the black community, we need more education. We need better neighborhoods.
Stop. He said in the black community, we need more education. Better neighborhoods. Negro, please. How many people remember Black Wall Street? Did we not have a better neighborhood? And what happened to that better neighborhood? Huh? Come on now. Talk to me, man. Come on, y'all. What happened to that better neighborhood? We had better neighborhoods. 600 functionable businesses, a community life, manicured lawns, churches, hospitals, post office, airport, businesses, cleaners, Name it, we had it. And there was not only one Black Wall Street, there was a dozen Black Wall Streets around the country, just like that. What happened? We ain't even really get to the reparation thing yet. We probably got to do a part 2, but I'm just saying. What happened? The government destroyed it, right or wrong. So John Coon Miller, what you talking about, dude? Can we think like a real black man and woman today on this broadcast? How about we put an army together? So when we do build the businesses like we did back then, they can't just bum rush us again and tear it down and burn it down. Am I right or wrong?
To actually value education in the black community. No more money for single mama and her 8 fatherless kids. But
no more money for the single mama and her 8 fatherless kids by 8 different men? This is what he's saying. No, you're right. You're right. There was a Black Wall Street in Durham, in Tulsa, and a couple other places. But did you hear what he said? Can we state facts? Can we bring receipts to the table? The vast majority of women that are on welfare are who? White women. White women. Did I say white women? However you want to spell that. So what is dude talking about? Oh yeah, we can research this dude. John Miller. Jon Miller. Miller. I'm not giving this dude shine. I'm pointing out a mindset right now that I want y'all to know what we're going to be up against, because there's about 3 different more mindsets I want to introduce to y'all. Not that y'all don't already know, y'all probably do. But this is the kind of Negro that we got to deal with. All right?
Congratulations, Democrats. Once again, you have hit a new low. All right, so what were we talking about? Oh, yes. Stupid Democrats. Massa, I need some payments for my slavery.
All right, so now he's making fun. Now he's going to put it up on the Democrats. All right? This is John Coon Miller that y'all are seeing right here. All right, if y'all on, what is this, IG, if y'all on the gram, this is what the Negro look like. If y'all need to see it over here on YouTube, come on over to YouTube. But this is what the Negro look like. All right? Tell me, just by hearing this Negro, he ain't got a white girlfriend. I'm just saying.
Reparations is one of making amends.
Slavery.
All right, what you're about to hear is Ta-Nehisi Coates at the reparations hearing, all right?
Matter of reparations is one of making amends and direct redress, but it is also a question of citizenship. In H.R. 40, this body has a chance to both make good on its 2009 apology for enslavement.
2009 apology. Where we at now? We're in 2019. America apologized in 2009. All right? 10 years ago. The information was laid out then. The conversation was had back then. All right? I was laying some information out in 06 and 08. All right? Let's listen to Ta-Nehisi Coates. Hold on. Maybe my thing didn't kick in. Hold up.
Other patriotism.
Okay, whatever. Makes no sense. No idea what he's even talking about. Why were they apologizing for slavery in 2009? By the way, that was Ta-Nehisi Coates.
All right. Okay, let's understand something. There are some people that I've actually had the unfortunate pleasure, unfortunately, of sitting down next to and across from who wanted to talk to me about the Black Holocaust. But then we had to start with the Jewish Holocaust, which these same people tell me that the Jewish Holocaust never happened. The Jews got together to put together the body of work and information to say to the world, yes, it did happen, and here is the facts. Here's our receipts. It did happen. The Jewish Holocaust did happen. We're saying the Black Holocaust happened, and here's the receipts. All right? What John Miller is saying, today we shouldn't, we meaning the United States, Americans, should not pay for something that happened then. America right now is paying for something that happened then. Can we name some of those things that are happening? Listen. In what year was it that the United States military shot down the Iranian flight? What year was that? Right, in the 80s. Right. They said 200 and some odd people died. Right? America gave the Iranian government reparations. Libya, they claimed Libya, and Muammar Gaddafi in Libya shot down a plane which killed hundreds of people. They made Libya pay. Now these are just planes going down. This is not kidnapping someone, brainwashing them, tearing families apart, raping them, robbing them, stealing their wealth, whatever, putting them in chains, making them work for 400 years, and then refusing, all right, to put the truth in the same history books that miseducate their children. So, if it happened, and people acknowledged it, and they apologized for it, all right, what comes along with the apology? Where's the atonement? What are you going to amend? Listen, the first thing that happened, which I think already happened, is the apology. The acknowledgement and the apology. Now, where is the repair? See, this is what Negroes like John Coon Miller do not understand. All right?
Heezy in the heezy. Literally, because he's in the House of
He
Representatives.
says, Ta-da-heezy in the heezy. No, this Negro didn't. You corny Negro.
Heezy coats. Ta-da-heezy in the heezy. Literally, because he's in the House of Representatives.
Are you trying to front for white people, dude?
Slavery in 2009.
Are you showing out for your white friends that came over the house? Because that's what it sounds like he's doing. How much money? And I need everybody to answer this. How much money every year is paid out to Israel every year? Every year.
No one in 2009 was responsible for slavery and therefore has no need to...
He said no one in 2009 was responsible for slavery. All right, stop. Hold on. I got a bike stolen when I was 5 years old. Dope bike. Dude stole it, kept it. I grew up. He grew up. He passed it down to his little sister. She riding the bike all in front of me. You understand what I'm saying? She passed it down, kept the bike. Now I'm grown. I want my bike back. Because now I'm big enough now to go get my bike. Right? So, everyone, from him, sister, nephew, niece, cousin, other little grandnephew, nieces and cousins, done benefited from riding my bike while I'm walking. What am I owed? Come on now. No, Alex, you're absolutely correct. Speaking of atonement, it says, on the money, in God we trust. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hold on. I didn't even get to the other five I got stored.
Apologize for it. Excuse me, sir. Did you remember to apologize for Brutus's stabbing of Julius Caesar in the face? Christians. As a Christian, I demand reparation from the Jews for killing Jesus Christ, all right? Where's my money for that? Oh, wait. Actually, I'm already getting it because of my black people reparations. So can I don't know, can I get double? Is that how it works? You know what? I want double reparations. We got Kooky Kamala, Corey Spartacus, they're out there checking their mailboxes every day like, has my slavery check arrived in the mail yet? I mean, they're dying to get paid. They want their money. Oh, are my slavery reparations here yet? No, dude. No, Corey, it hasn't passed yet. Hasn't even been introduced. Patience, clown. Here's Kamala Harris talking about why it's important.
All right, I can't take this dude no more. All right, Lori Ingram. Yeah, I'm baffled by this one. Let me hold on. Can we look up Lori Ingram? And then we're going to go to Mitch McConnell. All right. Lori Ingram. Lori, privileged white girl Ingram. All right. Now, she's a bold devil. She just straight up like, look, we took it basically, so what you going to do about it? It's a bold devil, man. Okay.
As you now have 76,000 points as part of the loyalty program.
Hold on.
And 20.
We're gonna get to Lori. Hold on.
Sometime, I think it was 1980s, there was a quote, "You won, we lost, that's that."
And so that's Laura Ingraham, and she's making the case there that the imperialists won. Not just any imperialists, Western imperialists, American and European white imperialists won. Whatever we had. So, no, there's not going to be any reparations or anything like that. And for making this argument, which we're going to play the full video for you in just a second, she gets...
All right, this is the damage report, all right? And damage report, very good YouTube channel that gives factual information. Sometimes it's a little skewed, sometimes it's to the left. You got to do your research. We never believe anyone and we don't take anything on face value over here. We do the research. That's why this channel is called Sirius MIndz. All right. So basically, Lori Ingram was basically like, we won, you lost, that's it, that's the bottom line. So basically, she's saying that we took it, we raped your people, we murdered you, we took the land, we took you, put you in chains, made you slaves. Yep, so what?
To our log of garbage people.
Yeah.
I don't know if Laura Ingraham has actually been a garbage person before. I choose not to.
Let me wait till he get to the point, because, yeah, a lot of stuff is just too white for me. It really is. It's just too white for me.
Said, and they produced a mashup on Twitter. Let's bring up this graphic. I saw this today. Laura Ingraham ranting about reparations sounds a lot like white supremacist Richard Spencer, that's inflammatory rhetoric to say that they're so similar. Well, let's play the little mashup that they produced of those two individuals.
That the whole world has been reshaped by people taking other people's land. I mean, it's called Conquest.
We conquered this continent.
I mean, as Trump always says, you don't get do-overs. No do-overs. That's it. And it was there was an argument sometime, I think it was the 1980s. There was a quote, "You won, we lost, that's that."
Whether it's nice to say that or not, we won. And we got to define what America means. We got to define what this continent means.
Do y'all understand the impact on what these people are saying? We won, you lost. We came in, we destroyed your families, destroyed your people, bombed you back into the Stone Age. We done raped, we done stole all your natural resources. All right, fast forward now to 2019, Lori Ingram and Richard Spencer. We won, you lost, get over it. This is why they don't want to come to the table to discuss reparations, because it's that kind of mindset that's so very toxic, that's polluting the minds of other people that would come to the table just to have the discussion. If you wronged me, all I'm saying to you, just come to the table. Can we talk about it? Now, if you're talking about this mindset, we won, you lost, because you had the power to murder millions of Native Americans and enslave millions and millions of black Africans to build America. And now they said they shaped America to what they want it to be. So what? And now they plan on getting rid of us with the Agenda 21, Global Report 2000, and all these particular things that are going on now. AIDS and the rest of this. Hold on. Hold on.
What America means. We got to define what this continent means.
Like around describing world politics. We won, you lost. That's that. That's just what it is.
America, at the end of the day, belongs to white men.
This is Richard Spencer. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Richard Spencer. At the end of the day, America belongs to white men. This is Richard Spencer. All right. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about and bring up Jane Elliott and Tim Wise, Jordan Maxwell, and some other people. All right. To give a deeper understanding. All right. That not all white people have this particular mindset. All right. But this mindset right here is dangerous. All right. This white nationalist mindset is dangerous. This is why it's imperative that you get a knowledge of yourself and understand history. All right. As it's told to us by us. All right.
So they're both awful. Richard Spencer's already wadded up in the bottom of this thing, but for what she said, for arguing that we should never correct any of the historic wrongs that we as a people or as a country have done, have perpetrated on a group, she gets added as a garbage person.
The United States government, a bomb that was developed here, dropped 2 bombs that was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan. A nuclear bomb, the atom bomb, right? At the threat of going to war with Japan, what did they do? They built internment camps, right? And locked up anybody that had a Japanese sounding name. All right? Had Japanese blood. Put them in camps. Didn't care who you were. Put them in camps, right or wrong. They dropped bombs. The plane that dropped the bomb was called the Enola Gay. Right? They dropped bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Do you know how long it took Japan to recover from the radiation fallout of those 2 bombs being dropped? Help me out, y'all. And tell me how much money now are Japanese people getting for what happened to them during that period. Come on, help me out. I'm being patient, 16. That's right. In the words of Malcolm X, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Mitch McConnell. Poor Mitch. Poor little Mitch. I really want to call him something else. Poor little Mitch. "16, can you put up Mitch's words? I want people to see and hear what Mitch was talking about." I'm sure everybody's heard it by now.
On the eve of the House Judiciary Committee's hearing on legislation related to paying reparations for slavery, the Senate majority... Mitch McConnell voicing his opposition to the concept in one of his strongest statements to date. The man who urged his fellow Republicans to make Barack Obama a one-term president, among other things, saying this.
Yeah, I don't think reparations for something that happened 150 years ago for whom none of us currently living are responsible is a good idea.
Did you hear what Mitch McConnell just said? Others get reparations. Why? Us, because we built everything and man fears what he cannot control. You're absolutely correct. So he basically said, so they're not responsible today. Right? Okay. Did we put Jews in ovens? No, black people didn't do that. We didn't put Jewish people in concentration camps. We didn't do that. But are we paying that bill that has to be paid every year to the state of Israel? Yeah, we are. That money's coming from the American citizens. All right? All the other people that America's paying reparations to.
We've, tried to deal with our original sin of slavery by fighting a civil war, by passing...
Stop, Mitch. You got history wrong. You didn't fight a war because you wanted to free the slaves. Stop, man. Stop lying. Stop lying. You did not fight a war. He called it the original sin. All right? None of us currently living are responsible for what he called Americans' original sin. Then who benefited, 16? Who benefited from slavery? 16, do me a favor. And I need Shane to do me a favor also. Can we put up the 10 major companies that benefited from slavery? What are the 10 major companies that benefited from slavery as we finish listening to Mitch McConnell, excuse me.
Landmark civil rights legislation. We've elected an African-American president. I think we're all...
Just because you elected an African-American president, this is so idiotic and ludicrous. It is so stupid, man. See, but here we go. Here's that same kind of old-ass mindset that you ultimately got to deal with, man, from dealing with these people.
Work in progress in this country, but no one currently alive was responsible for that.
No one currently alive was responsible for slavery. Listen, brothers and sisters, can we just be real with one another? The number one thing today, slowly moving away from the number one thing, and I'm going to explain that statement in a minute. I'm going to quantify that and qualify it. The fight today for the very survival of white people in the world, especially in America, is the fight for oil. Would y'all agree? I'm raising my hand first. Oil, right? Okay. The fight tomorrow, which we're vastly approaching, is going to be the fight for water. 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 the water wars is coming. I'm saying to you, I'm following you, 16. Lehman Brothers. And I'm going to announce them as she put them on here. I don't know how you pronounce it. AETNA. Aetna. Inc. JP Morgan Chase. The banks, the insurance companies, the people that made the ships, the people that made the chains, the people that made the whips. All right, New York Life Insurance Company. All right, USA Today. All right, these are some of the people that have benefited from slavery. Let me finish my point. So oil, cotton yesterday was equivalent to oil today is what I'm trying to say. Cut through the chase. N.M. Rothschild and Sons Bank in London. All right. Norfolk Southern. All right. Cotton yesterday is like the oil of today. I'm going to keep saying that until you get it. Cotton of yesterday was like the oil of today. Bank of America, Wall Street, Goldman Sachs, the whole stock exchange. All right. Cotton of yesterday is like the oil of today. If that's the case, the American economy was built on the export of cotton. All right. Fleet Boston, formerly known as Providence Bank. Hold on now. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. DJ Nabs in the building. What's good with you? Nabs, just so you just tuning in, we're talking about reparations, but we're talking about the 10 companies that benefited from slavery, that participated in the slave trade on the business end. All right? We're talking about the trillions of dollars that were stolen from our people. We're talking about the murder of our people, the theft of African consciousness. We're talking about the diamonds, the natural resources. We're talking about selling and trading black bodies. All right? We're talking about taking the black man and woman's mind. All right? We're talking about cotton. We're talking about tobacco. All right? I mean, I could go on and on and on. Harriet Washington's book, Medical Apartheid. We're talking about experimenting on black women. All right? This country is built on the back of our ancestors. DJ Plush. Make it plain, man. Make it plain. I can't wait till Wednesday, man. We're going to talk about the BET Awards. For real. We got to make it plain, man. Major corporations you never knew profited from the slave trade. Companies that you've never known, man. Oh, damn. Why didn't you tell me it was getting late, Shane? Okay. 15 major companies you never knew profited off of the slave trade. "15 major corporations you never knew profited from the slave trade." Go to the Atlanta Black Star. Thanks, 16. The Lehman Brothers, all right, whose business empire started in the slave trade, recently admitted their part in the business of slavery. So all you Negroes out there, you well-to-do Negroes talking about the slave trade never happened, man. Stop the blood clot lying. The hell you think this is, man? You ain't not talking to people that don't know, that haven't studied. According to the Sun-Times, the now defunct financial services firm acknowledged that its founding partners owned not once but several enslaved Africans during the Civil War era, and that in all likelihood it profited significantly from the slave trade. You see, they said that in journalism terms, but you know exactly what they're talking about. These crackers own black people, plain and simple. And they didn't put slaves on the ship to come to America. They put proud black men and women, kings and queens, rulers, engineers, doctors, lawyers, architects on ships, brought them over here, beat them down, took their man and womanhood from them, dehumanized them, and made them slaves. It was a process. They didn't put slaves on the ship. This is the sad part of our heritage. We're deeply apologetic, and it was a terrible thing. Pay some of the money back. Lehman Brothers. Pay some of the money back. Aetna Incorporated, the United States' largest health insurer, apologizes for selling policies in the 1850s that reimbursed slave owners for their financial losses when the enslaved Africans they owned died. Can you imagine that? They took out insurance policy on your black ass, but then when you die, they cashed in any old way. And has long acknowledged that. Wait a minute, here these people are acknowledging it, but Lori Ingram and Richard Spencer won't acknowledge the fact that this is going down like this. Well, we definitely got to do a part 2 because we're running out of time. But I'm just saying, we're just scratching the surface here. When you're talking about Ta-Nehisi Coates and Danny Glover, all right, whoever chose them, I'm not sure. We're going to get into that conversation tomorrow. But I'm saying, how did they end up there? How come you ain't get the call, DJ Nabs? How come I ain't get the call? Wait a minute. How come, what's his name? Dane Calloway didn't get the call. Dane, how come they ain't call you? J.P. Morgan. We ain't got time to run them all down. We have to do a part 2 tomorrow. But come on, y'all. The conversation about reparations, before you start debating these well-to-do brainwashed Negroes, Uncle Toms and Aunt Thomasinnas, and these old foolish-ass white people who think they know but they really don't. All right? We got to do our history, man. Here's the books to get. Put Up the Debt by Randall Robinson. The Debt by Randall Robinson. Oh, we're going to get to H.R. 40 tomorrow. 16. We're going to talk about H.R. 40 tomorrow. The Debt by Randall Robinson. What America owes to blacks. All right? Get the book, do a little bit of research, and then let's have an intelligent conversation. Can we do that? Put this book up, Shane. Should America Pay by Dr. Ray Winbush. All right? We got to go to church. Fuck church. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Huh? Some asshole, some idiot on it talking about go to church. Please, as long as your ass been in church, ain't no church people talking about reparations. They got a good scheme and scam going on with the white Jesus thing. Alright? Selling you hopes and dreams that this cracker coming back. Stop that, man. Fuck out of here with that. Yeah, I got a few more minutes today. Nah. If we truly gonna get this thing together, and we're gonna neutralize and deal with some of these people that benefit off of black people's misery, Oh yeah, we're gonna run through the goddamn church. All you dribble juice, Jerry Curl wearing ass fucking pastors, preachers, and reverends. Yeah, man. It's your motherfucking notice, man. This is it right here. Plain and simple, man. It ain't shit you can do. Yo, let me tell you something, man. There's so much bullshit going on in the church as far as preying on people and the misery of black people. It ain't ridiculous. Not to mention all the women in the church that they knocking off. You understand what I'm saying? So, nah, hell no. All these institutions that Dr. Francis Cress Welsing laid out, yeah, we're going to have a meeting, and then we're going to have another meeting. After that, it's going to be a grace period. All right, and you might as well run for the hills after that, man. You're going to be called to the meeting. All right, whether you show up or not. All right, it's going to go down. All right, plain and simple. You see, this is why they can't make me the goddamn leader. You understand what I'm saying? They can't make me the goddamn leader. Because if I was the goddamn leader, oh yeah, okay. The fucking billions of dollars that the church get, and our people in the wretched condition that we in every goddamn city I go to, drive through and see what I'm talking about. We like goddamn zombies out here, man. So listen, so y'all got me standing up and shit about to get in it. I'm just saying, man. We're going to have this conversation tomorrow, part 2, and we're going to finish running down the list. And we're going to call the names and name the names on who we need to name and put out there. All these corporations and people that have benefited from the misery of our people. Stop telling the goddamn lie that we've been enslaved 250 years. Ta-Nehisi Coates, stop, bruh. Do your research. That's a lie. There's history books and documented proof that it was 14 in the 1500s. Stop running that 16, 20, 19 bullshit, man. Stop playing, dude. You and Danny Glover know better. All right? Go back and do a basic research, man. All right? Then we're going to dive into Claude Anderson's work, who's been doing some wonderful work and putting some information out there. All right? I ain't got a lot of time, then I got to get off here. All right? This is Professor Griff for Sirius MIndz, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Reparations part 2 tomorrow, man. We're going to talk and we're going to go over some of the work of Tim Wise and Jane Elliott. All right. Anyway, 16. Next Tuesday, we're doing the Sirius MIndz Sister Circle. All right. Tuesday and Thursday of next week. We're going to set it off this Thursday, though. All right? DJ Nabs, man. Peace, bro. We're going to set it off this Thursday, all right, with the live lecture, Embodying the Goddess, this Thursday at the Greenbrier Mall at the bookstore with Soleil. All right? I love y'all to life, man. I got to get out of here. All right? All right. Peace, y'all. All right. Don't forget, man. Where's my flyer at, man? My jack gone. Alright, mic check 1 2 1 2, man. Wednesday night, 9 o'clock, y'all. Alright? Respect. Peace, man. Your homework, do your research, y'all. Alright? Peace.
and bleak when it's your mind and your soul that needs to be deep in. See beauty skin deep. You're a shallow pond. There's an ocean of wisdom you need to paddle on. Take a dive in. Many jewels there. Your only interest is surface shit and fool's fair. You're a goddess. Take your rightful place. Tear the veil and stare a bitch right in the face. Divine feminine. Can't be suppressed. Shakti is the energy that we manifest. Queens rule here. We the Debbie tribe. Take a hit of this tantra and feel the Kali vibe. Peel away the cloak. Scrape away the scales. And see the truth of what lies behind all the fallen veils. Trying to be, cause the yachtman is blanketed like a canopy. Antithetical, saying that you real when your identity lies in all that you don't reveal. Third eye blind, eyes to contact, so you can open the lotus up like a compact. Become an offering, something more to give than the physical body that can't forever live. Rooted in passion, before the right cause. Spiritual wisdom and knowledge that make you have pause. Then let it transmute, metamorphosize. See the truth of awakening right before your eyes. If it's perception, the real magic. For you to miss all this glory, it would be tragic. So get to tearing the veil as if it was fabric, and find yourself on the path, walking the lab.